Okay, gang, as a kid, I was really stupid, and honestly, I'm still stupid right now. And as a kid, I did a lot of stupid things that got myself into a lot of trouble. And the first thing that I'm going to talk about is in elementary school. So, I don't know if you guys know what IXLs are, but they're these little like learning tools that you can use to like learn repetitively, you know? Like you use them to like learn math. It'll be like what's 1 plus 1? What's 2 plus 2? And then you can learn addition from there. And then from there you can do harder math problems or science or social studies or whatever you're talking about. And I absolutely hated them. Not because I was stupid. Like I've said in another video, I was a smart kid as a kid, but just for the sheer fact that I already knew how to do it, so why the hell should I have to do it? So what I would do is, if you don't know what inspect element is, it's basically just the entire
W
code
editing.
to the website that you're like looking at. And what I would do is you could change it on inspect element, and it wouldn't permanently change the website, but it would change what the website looks like, if you see what I'm saying. And I would change it to where I got the score that was needed. And usually the score what I needed was like 90 or 80 or 100. I'm selling. But when it was time to do IXL, instead of actually doing my IXL, what I would do is I'd just sit there and play games. And when it came time for her to go around and check the IXL, I would quickly change all the scores on expect element. She'd write them down on her piece of paper, and that'd be the end of it. What's happening to me? What's happening? Oh my god, I'm selling. And not gonna lie, this lasted for like a long time. I'm like honestly like 4 or 5 months, like half the school year, honestly. And no one suspected a thing. But it wasn't my fault that I got caught. I only got caught because of some people that were like older than me in the grade above me. I think I was in 5th grade when this happened, so it was a bunch of 6th graders that got caught. And honestly, I didn't know anybody else was doing it. So I was just as surprised when you get called in to the office and you were told, so we've realized you've been doing something bad. Do you know what it is? What? No. Well, what have I been doing? So we've noticed that you've done your IXLs a lot lately. I'm like, yeah, okay, so? And I start sweating and it's like really stressful. And I was also wondering at the same time, wait a minute, why are all these other people in here with me if I'm the only person that's doing this? Because it's not like someone else taught me how to do it. Um, I was just doing it on my own free will, out of my own genius, because I'm so smart. And I see all those people around me all stressed out, and I'm like, wait, did I get caught? And then they finally say what happened. They're talking about how, oh, you've been cheating. You've been changing your scores on IXL, and this is unacceptable. You can't be doing that. And like, I start crying because I'm in 5th grade, and obviously I was one of the smart kids at the time. And that's like on my permanent record or something, which I honestly don't think it went on my permanent record, but I thought it was going to. Oh my god, give me that sword, please! Okay, I sold. And like, and the principal and my teacher start low-key pressing me, and they're like, who taught you this? Who taught you how to do this? And who else have you told? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Nobody else taught me this. I honestly had no idea anybody else was doing this. And like, you're lying. You're lying. And like, it's not like I was known to be a liar, but they just honestly didn't believe me. And I guess they were trying to crack down on the kid that taught me so they could get in a bunch of trouble. Which I didn't want that to happen. Then that kid's gonna like start downing on me, and my rep's gonna get absolutely locked. But luckily, no one actually told me, because I definitely would have snitched. Like there's no doubt I would have snitched. And I think they ended up calling my mom. And I'm just crying. I'm crying, and then after like 15 minutes, I'm finally like, oh my god, and I finally give in and stop crying. And they're like, okay, you want to hear your punishment? Oh, they just left the game. And they finally tell me what I did wrong and put me in my sentence. And my sentence is I was banned from every single, like, it wasn't, we called them specials, and I don't really know what they're called, but, like, it's, like, gym and health and art and stuff like that, and I was just completely banned from them until I remade every single one of those IXLs. So I start freaking out, not because I'm in trouble, and not because I'm losing it, but because I was winning in... And I start freaking out, not because I just lost all my privileges for specials, or what we called them, but because I was in first place in gym. And what we would do in gym back in the day was we'd run laps. And every, like, I think 10 or 15 laps, you'd get a little, like, trinket. And I was in first place. I had the most trinkets because back in the day, ItsBirb used to be crazy athletic, like in crazy good shape. I can't say that I still am, but you know what? That means I've got the potential in the future to regain my amazing physique and come back to prime Burb. So when I get home at the end of the day, my mom's sitting right in front of the door waiting for me to get home, like ominously as shit. And I start absolutely tweaking, and she's like, so did you get in trouble at school today? I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, which is an absolute lie. I knew exactly what she was talking about. And now that I think back to that moment, I probably would have been better off if I just told her that I did it and just gotten over it, because back in the day, Burb used to have a really bad issue with lying. And I would lie about literally everything. Did you flush the toilet? No. Or yes, I flushed the toilet. Did you open the door? No. Like, tiny white lies that it's not like anything would have happened to me if I just told the truth. And I'm over here lying my ass off, trying to convince my mom that no, that didn't happen, And she hits me with the, we'll deal with this when your dad gets home. And that's when you know you're cooked. You know you're cooked when they hit you with the, we'll deal with this when interparent here. And obviously the other parent is the scary parent. And I knew I was cooked at that exact moment. I knew I was cooked. And later that day, my dad gets home. And we sit down in my bedroom. And I'm sitting on my beanbag chair, 5th grader ass, getting in trouble. And I think I was already grounded at that point. I think I was serving my 1-year grounding sentence, which I might tell the whole story about that later, at a later date. But for now, all you need to know is I was already grounded for like 1 billion years. And it was basically a life sentence. At that age, that's a life sentence. Being grounded for a year is so long. Like, even in just general context, a year is a long time. And I'm getting laid down. My dad's yelling at me. And I think I definitely got a spanking. I got spanked, crying. I honestly don't think I went and ate dinner that night. It was that bad. I was just so mad at myself. Like, obviously, I was, like, while I was doing it, like, you know, like, the evil hacker face, like, twisting his evil mustache. That's how I felt while I did it. I'm begging and pleading to my dad. Like, please, I'm already grounded for so long. Please, it's not even that bad. It's not that bad, please. And it's obviously, it's no use. I'm already cooked. There's no getting out of it. So I think I ended up, I think this was just as I got my phone. So I call my Mimi. And she starts laying it down on them. Like, tell him, it's not that big of a deal. He got punished at school, so why should he have to be punished at home? So then they start fighting, which is horrible that they have to start fighting at that point. And this entire thing sparks a whole family controversy. Like, who would have thought that me cheating on IXL would have caused so many issues at home? Anyways, that's basically all I have to say. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna win this game real quick.